Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. I am so thrilled you're joining me because we're going to break down a system today that could fundamentally change the way you work. If you've ever felt completely overwhelmed by the sheer number of apps you need just to put out a single piece of content, you are absolutely in the right place. Today we're going under the hood to look at how to use Google Gemini as a complete unified content creation engine. We're going to map out a streamlined workflow that covers everything from your deep research phases to script writing and finally, designing those visual hooks that actually get people to click.
Okay, let's dive right into this. $44,000 in gross income. That incredible figure comes straight from content creator Sandy Lee, who recently documented her whole journey of streamlining her business using Google's AI tools. Just think about that number for a second. 44 grand in a single month. That stat alone really highlights the massive potential of having a structured, unified AI workflow, instead of just haphazardly throwing random prompts into a chatbot. It's really all about building a reliable system.
Because let's be real, the old way of doing things is just a fast track to app fatigue and inevitably burnout. We've all been there, right? Juggling 100 different tools, navigating super complex setups, and honestly losing track of which subscription actually does what. Sandy herself actually talked about how she abandoned a complicated Samsung microphone setup she bought back in 2020 and just went back to using her iPhone, simply because the tech friction was getting in the way of creating. The new way, the method we're looking at today, completely strips away that friction. It relies on one unified AI hub with Gemini, keeping your text, your research, your images, and your video all in a single workspace.
So here's the creator workflow blueprint we'll be following today. First, the all-in-one AI hub. Then, deep research. Next, strategy and script writing. After that, designing thumbnails, and finally, the final verdict.
All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, the all-in-one AI hub and eliminating tool fatigue. Gemini Omni isn't just some text bot, it's a multi-model powerhouse. That means it's your single command center for basically all media. It doesn't just read text, it processes video, generates images, and creates audio. Let's look at the core features here. Right inside this ecosystem, you've got NotebookLM for deep document-based research. You have Nano Banana integrated right in for high-quality image generation. You have video and custom avatar generation. It can even scan your emails to give you daily briefs and actionable next steps. In fact, HubSpot actually put together a massive 26-page document specifically detailing how to do deep research with this exact suite of tools, showing real case studies of marketers saving hours of time.
Moving right along to Section 2, Deep Research with NotebookLM, which is essentially your new AI analyst.
So, before you generate a single word of new content, you have to do your research. And if you're an established creator or a business, studying your own past content is absolutely foundational. Sandy uses a really brilliant 3-step method for this. Step 1, she uploads her past YouTube videos directly into NotebookLM. Step 2, she prompts the AI to study her most popular content, mapping out the specific topics, timelines, and monetization strategies she's already covered. Step 3, she asks the AI to output that older, proven content into entirely fresh formats. NotebookLM instantly turns her old video transcripts into highly engaging LinkedIn carousels, Instagram graphics, detailed newsletters, you name it. It's basically the ultimate repurposing engine.
But here is a really crucial tip when you're doing this kind of research and repurposing. You must simplify the output. Let's face it, AI has a huge tendency to be incredibly wordy. When NotebookLM spits out a newsletter draft, it's probably packing in way too much text. So your secret weapon here is refining that word count. You take that initial, super comprehensive draft, drop it back into Gemini, and simply prompt it to make it punchier. You let the AI do the heavy lifting of gathering the facts, and then you step in as the editor to ensure it actually has an impact on the reader.
Next up, Section 3, Strategy and Script Writing. It's time to find your purpose.
Before Gemini can generate a decent script or article, it needs to understand exactly who you are. Otherwise, you just get generic, robotic-sounding text that blends in with everyone else on the internet. The fastest way to fix this is by building a brand strategy around Ikigai, which is a Japanese concept that translates to your reason for being. By feeding your personal Ikigai Blueprint into Gemini as a core prompt, you're giving the AI the ultimate context window into your unique perspective. Now, the Ikigai framework relies on hitting the sweet spot between 4 specific things. Number 1, what you love to do. Number 2, what you're actually good at. Number 3, what you can get paid for. And number 4, what the world actually needs. Sandy shared a super relatable story about this. Back in 2018, she grew a channel to 550,000 subscribers by focusing strictly on what she loved and what she was good at, but she completely burned out because she couldn't monetize it. Later, she tried a skincare channel because she knew it was profitable and something the world needed, but she failed because she just wasn't passionate about it. To find true success and give the AI the right direction, your strategy has to sit right in the middle of all 4 of those points.
And when you're developing this strategy with Gemini, keep this simple equation in mind. Educational value is greater than pure entertainment. Building your personal brand around education and your shared, lived experiences is a much safer, more sustainable bet than trying to compete in the endless sea of AI entertainment. Because look, there will always be an AI tool that can generate a funnier or flashier video, but AI cannot replicate your personal experiences or the unique educational value you bring from your own successes and failures. Let Gemini structure your scripts, for sure, but make sure your personal experience is the core message.
All right, on to Section 4, Designing Clickable Thumbnails. Let's talk about the visual hook.
So you've got your purpose-driven script, right? Now you need to capture attention before the click. Your thumbnail is that visual hook. Inside the Gemini Hub, image generation is powered by Nano Banana Pro, which is absolutely perfect for designing thumbnails that pop in a crowded feed. The workflow here is using the AI to iterate visually. You look at what's working for your peers, you get inspired by their formats, and then you use Nano Banana Pro to rapidly apply your own unique spin to those concepts.
Now, the crucial point in this process is the number 7 to 8. That's the average number of thumbnail iterations it takes per piece of content to actually find that perfect click-worthy image. You are rarely going to get the perfect thumbnail on the first try. It's a whole process of tweaking the lighting, adjusting the composition, and refining the text until it really pops. And this highlights exactly why having an integrated image generator that allows for rapid, continuous prompting is so incredibly essential to the workflow.
Beyond just still images, Gemini also has some neat video and avatar features. You can upload a photo of yourself, and the AI will analyze it to create a custom cartoon avatar or even generate cartoony B-roll to overlay on your scripts. It's fantastic if you're running a faceless channel. However, there are a few practical limitations you should know about. The AI-generated voices still sound a little bit robotic, and the generated videos often come with a Gemini watermark. So you'll probably need to use external tools like a site called GeminiWatermark.io to clean up those logos before publishing. It's super powerful, but it definitely still requires a little bit of manual polishing.
Finally, Section 5, the final verdict. Let's navigate the pricing tiers.
Okay, so having this incredible all-in-one suite is fantastic, but we have to talk about the practical realities and the actual costs of running this workflow every single day. If you're thinking about just using the free version of Gemini to run your entire content business, consider this. You are strictly limited to generating only 2 to 3 images a day. Think back to our thumbnail strategy. If you need 7 to 8 iterations just to get one good thumbnail, a free account is entirely insufficient for a serious creator. You're going to hit a wall immediately.
Let's look at the breakdown here to see why upgrading makes sense. The free plan, which is obviously $0, severely caps your images and completely locks you out of video generation, though it does let you test out the deep research tools. But for just $8 a month, the AI Plus plan unlocks unlimited image generation with Nano Banana Pro, includes the video generation features, and keeps all your deep research tools intact. For anyone serious about this workflow, that $8 a month tier is really the absolute sweet spot. I should also mention, if you want to use Google Flow for highly cinematic, extended video edits, that does require moving up to an even higher Pro tier. But for the fundamental workflow we discussed today, the AI Plus plan has you completely covered.
We have covered a lot of ground today, from leveraging NotebookLM for deep content research to guiding Gemini with your personal Ikigai strategy, all the way down to iterating your visual hooks. So, I want to leave you with this final thought to reflect on. Could unifying your highly fragmented workflow into one single AI hub finally save you from creator burnout? If you're spending more time managing apps than actually creating content, it might be time to experiment with the unified approach we explored today. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I highly encourage you to go try building your own unified system this week.